Hi there, I'm Alicia Reynolds, and I'm going to be going over my week 1 and week 2 journal. And I am in the Early Learning Center with infants, and my teacher is Jessica. And the first prompt for week 1 was, what do you notice and why? And when I went in there, the first thing I noticed was that the room was kind of the best way to put it was a little bit dark, so the lights weren't shining into the babies' faces. And I just noticed that they kept talking to the children and what they were going to do with them. Like if they were going to change their diaper, they say, Locke, I'm going to change your diaper in 2 minutes. Or they just respected them like they were people. And another thing I noticed is there was a little sensory bin that I asked Jessica about, and I said, well, why are these all silver? Why they had spoons, and they had little wiry things that the babies could pull on, and they were all just silver. So the sensory bin was straight silver. So they were sleeping most of the time. So I put all things silver. If you can't see that, all things silver. And so I made the background kind of silver, and then I also thought this was perfect because it looks wood, and in the middle of the classroom there are two wooden like I guess it would be called like a block or a tree stump in the middle of the room, so they can the children can pull up and kind of start to lean on it and start to try to stand. And then I put little like dream clouds, so when they were sleeping. So that was week 1, and that was the prompt. I noticed that they had a silver sensory little bin that they were playing with. And then in the second week, the prompt was, what practices are emerging? What habits or routines do you see children engaged in? And then which ones draw you in? Something I noticed the first week but didn't really think about until the second week was when they were putting all of the children down, they tried to keep them all what's the best way to put it? They tried to keep them all in the same time going to sleep, I guess. A routine, that's the word I was looking for. They all kept them in a routine, and they would turn on music when the children were going to sleep, or they would change the music when they were eating. So when they were going to sleep, they would turn on music and you would put them to sleep. And I think this is something that I've seen. The babies were more relaxed when they put on the music and they knew it was going, and that they knew where they were going and what was coming up next, and so it wasn't so scary. As well as the way what I said I noticed the first week was how they were saying, well, we're gonna put you down now, or we're gonna pick you up, or change your diaper, or it's kind of a respect thing, and it helps things go through smoothly. So what I did was I made something kind of about music, and I picked two background, like two of the same colors right here, so it looks like they're lines, and then music notes. I just kind of created music notes, and then I put Rockabye Baby on the bottom. But something else I want to talk about is the sensory bin for that week. They Jessica and her co-workers stuck out a little bin of bandanas that had different colors in them, so the children could pull them out and play with them, and they were predominantly red, yellow, and blue. And so that was the other sensory that I noticed for the second week, and that they were looking at them and interested in them, and that's what drew me in. So anyways, that was week 1 and week 2. Thank you.